Hey everybody, what's going on? Collin here with my main man, Michael Dees.
What up?
We just got done recording episode 125 with Justin Dee of TerraData Unmanned. Justin.
Yes.
Did you have a good time, man?
Great.
So this is our side hustle, and this is like our little introduction to the episode coming out on Monday.
Okay.
So we're gonna go back and forth with some rapid fire questions. And,
all right.
Let's go. Are you ready?
This is awesome. Yeah.
Question number 1. Who is your favorite superhero and why?
Spider-Man, because I just loved him when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite hobby that has nothing to do with what you do professionally?
Fishing.
If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what ice cream flavor would you be? And why? That's a weird ice cream. I don't know. It was on the quiz. It's on the list of questions. I don't think I've asked that one before.
Well, I will tell you that I really enjoy cookie dough ice cream.
Okay, so you'd be cookie.
Yeah, yeah.
So is that your
It
favorite
represents me, yeah.
That's the weirdest question I've ever seen. We should probably scratch that one.
Sarah's on it. If you could get yourself anything, what would you get?
Get myself
yourself anything you want.
Oh, that's
Now,
fantastic.
this one could be personal, professional, whatever.
Sure. You know what? No, I soon at some point we'll have a 1964 Ford Thunderbird with a 390 small block.
I'm a 64 and a half Mustang.
Wow, yeah,
One day I'm going to have one.
Yeah.
All right. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Oh, you're gonna do that? Awesome. No. Dedicated, loyal, and maybe a little hyper at times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A little out there.
What is your best childhood memory?
Best childhood memory. Funny enough, that might be when my dad got his 1964 Ford Thunderbird 390 small block fixed. When he first got it, it wasn't running, and we just went crazy running down the gravel roads up north. So yeah.
Do you like to read?
Yes.
What do you like? What's your favorite book?
I really enjoy books based on psychology. I also like books based on military history. So there's a lot of things like on killing, on combat. This is a series of great books by Lieutenant Colonel, aka and Dr. Grossman. I forget his first name off the top of my head. And then he's coming out with one about drones and the psychology of being a drone operator. Specifically the armed type, overseas, which we don't do, by the way. Just to be clear. I just want to be clear. Yeah.
Cool.
What makes you angry?
What makes me angry? The things that, it doesn't take a lot to be on time, be dedicated, be motivated, have a good attitude, be honest with each other, communicate well. When you can't exercise that really gets me going.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I mean, there's so many movies that I just absolutely. Okay, all right, comedies. You put Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby in front of me, and I'll just lose it, man. I'll lose it.
Okay.
But honestly, as a kid growing up, my favorite movie was Gettysburg. It's like a 4-hour.
Love that movie.
Went there as a kid when I was 10.
The score is fantastic.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I
listen to it often, actually.
Those are 2 completely different movies.
Well, I just love history in general. Ever since I was a kid, history has really been a thing of mine. So,
all right. So, what's the coolest historical place you've ever been to?
Babylon, the ruins of Babylon.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yep, ruins of Babylon in Babel Province in Iraq.
Sweet.
Yep.
Dang.
That's wild. So we heard on the podcast where your favorite place that you've ever been is, but if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh man, a cabin up in the mountains in the Northwest, man. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Oregon?
Fishing, yeah. Something like, some beautiful creek running through, a water source, just the trees.
Now, what kind of fishing are we talking about?
Honestly, I'm not much of a deep sea guy. I do enjoy it, but I was raised up north, so a lot of what I enjoy doing, when I rented a house on the Swanee when my brother was visiting a couple weeks back.
Is that what you mean when you say up north, or do you mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so up in Illinois,
Okay, right, there you
on
go.
the Wisconsin border, very different fishing than I do down here. But Really anything. I'm just going to put some bait on it, drop it to the bottom, crack a beer, hang out for a little bit, see what happens.
Is that your like go-to relaxation?
Yeah.
Or are you like super engaged on strategizing fishing as a
No. When I step away from work life, and I'm very much into going to the beach on the weekends and doing different things to relax, and so when I'm doing that, and the only reason my cell phone's on me is because I own the company. Mm-hmm. If I wasn't the emergency point of contact for everything, I would probably just leave it in the hotel room, to be quite honest.
Cool.
What's your favorite beer?
Yingling.
Nice. America's oldest brewery.
Simple, but a stump knocker's not bad either.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's a good beer.
What chore do you hate doing?
I don't know. I guess I'd say I'm not a huge fan of the dishes. Just it's like, But I like things very clean and orderly. Maybe that's the Army. I don't know. So generally speaking, it's not a big deal.
What's the thing that you're the most proud of?
Honestly, owning this company like from scratch. We've gone through some adversity. One of the founders left after the first year. That was quite a debacle. We've gone through challenges and just knowing that I'm making decisions, and with the help of my team, we are providing everyone a means to feed their family, to put gas in their car, so on and so forth. I mean, that is just job creation. Like, that is just fantastic. If I had children, I would absolutely have a different answer, but I don't. So, I mean, this right here, yeah, I'm proud of my military service and whatnot, but this company really seems to be the culmination of a lot of life experiences coming together, yeah.
All right, so we're all relatively the same age here, and we talked a little bit about music off the mic, but I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So you get 2 artists to listen to for the rest of your life, only 2. You can pick one, any decade at all, and you have to pick one that's after the 90s. Who are they?
Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's a double-edged sword. Okay, so a band I really enjoy that when my father was a DJ on the radio, that he played many of their songs, and I really liked them. Chicago.
Love him.
Yeah, Chicago.
I've seen them in concert like 4 or 5 times, yeah.
I absolutely love Chicago, all the Chicago. Love it. Now, post-90s, man, option C? What?
I mean...
I mean,
you gotta pick something. Maybe it's pop, maybe it's alt rock, maybe it's, I don't know.
What?
You can say Nickelback. It's okay.
Nickelback. Yeah, Nickelback. That's it, man. Nickelback for sure.
Besides listening to Nickelback, how do you define happiness?
Happiness. Honestly, man, I learned some really interesting lessons being in the Army. Some incredible lessons on stress, on what matters, what doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, and at the end of the day, meaningful relationships with people, progress in life, and being content when I wake up and go to sleep. When I know who I am as a person, is someone that most people I feel that share my kind of ethos in terms of how to treat people, how to go through life, what matters, what doesn't matter. I have a very, very close relationship with people that tend to feel the same way, and that means that there's a lot of reciprocation of we're constantly reciprocating the good that we do for one another, and that just makes you feel good, and you accomplish a lot of things together. And I mean, I've the relationships I have with my team and the relationships I have with the people in my life are incredibly strong, and that with knowing that I'm doing good and what I should do based off what I believe, just allows me to go to sleep soundly and wake up peacefully.
Awesome. I have one more. What is one item you could never live without?
I mean, that'd be rough if I only had one item and I was just out in the woods. But I would say, I have a Tapestry that was made by some Chinese villagers after my grandfather's plane, he was in a B-25 in China in World War II. They crash landed, they were injured, and a group of Chinese villagers helped get them back to their base. They were just kind of missing for a couple weeks. Those Chinese villagers made a beautiful tapestry, basically thanking them for everything that they were doing. I found it after my father passed away and had it conserved. So it's in this beautiful frame, and it means a lot to me. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, awesome.
I'd really like to not lose that.
Yeah, that's cool, dude.
That's
Dang.
incredible. Wow.
Most people just say their cell phone.
It's true.
If our podcast could connect you to one person, who would it be?
There's no specific person or entity or, person of a certain level at an organization that I would say specifically. But I mean, just in general, we want to meet and talk to and explore possible applications with. If you own a construction company, if you can use something, if you for your job use Google Earth in any way, shape, or form, I want to talk to you, because I can certainly assist you with your workflow, bringing insights into the tablets or phones of your construction foreman or your lumber yard or your, mulch distribution location. We can take volumes and do a lot of things. And I think awareness which is something we're kind of next steps for us, is doing better at getting the message out there as to what we do. I just want to talk to you, just get awareness out there, because even if they don't do anything with us, it's a great relationship. It's someone you could always ask a question to, and now they have some education of what something that might, they're aware of something that might increase profitability, overall efficiency, or just make things safer.
Cool, man.
If we wanted to have a sensor that tracked how many scooters were parked somewhere, what would that look like?
That's going to be more of an algorithm that's going to autonomously, in the background on a machine, check for, machine learning is basically.
Yeah, what does it check for?
Generally somebody builds an algorithm that, I want to count cows. They run thousands and thousands, if not maybe more. I'm not the guy that writes these things.
Right, okay.
Until they train the algorithm to have a, X level of positive identification and X level of false identification. And then they run information like I would collect through that algorithm, and that's what you tell. Or we just take pictures and you can count them. That's how we did it. That's how we used to do it. They had us fly a huge area in New York, and they said, how many deer are in that area? I said, wow, okay. I don't know if that's really possible with certain conditions that we're in, but yeah.
But okay, give it
okay.
Let's try.
Yeah. Well, I was actually helping a customer who had an aircraft of ours, and he was trying to get some work, so I was supporting him kind of as a expert pilot on the system, if you will.
Dude, podcast fam, you're going to have to listen to the episode on Monday to find out more detail about all the stuff that we're kind of chit-chatting about here. It was a fantastic episode, super interesting stuff. And, the businesses that you would not really even know existed right around the corner.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, that's like right here. That's crazy. So super interesting stuff. Justin, thanks again for joining us, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it.
Podcast fam, if you want to get notified when this episode drops, text WHOAGNV to 484848, and you'll get a text from me 8-ish on Monday.
Yeah, you're back to the 8 a.m.
You saw that, right? Yeah. 8-ish on Monday, and I'll let you know when it's out, and you can go click the link and listen. And thanks so much for your support. Share this with somebody, and help us continue to spread the good word about the amazing companies and people right here in Gainesville. We appreciate you so much. We'll see you later. Bye.